morning, dear students. In our previous lecture, general introduction of p block elements was given to you. Here I have told you that elements of group 13, group 14, group 15, group 16, group 17 and 18 belongs to p block because the incoming electron or the last electron makes entry in p subshell or p orbital. Today we will talk about some important points related with group 15 or 5th A, or it is also called nitrogen family. So let us start. Group 15 or 5th A, which is also called nitrogen family, because nitrogen is the first member of this group. That's why the group is also called nitrogen family. Members of this family or this group are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Sp is the symbolic representation of antimony and Bi is the symbolic representation of bismuth. And here the general outermost electronic configuration for all the atoms or all the elements is Ns2Np3. There are two electrons in S subshell, that is outermost, and there are 3 electrons in outermost p subshell. So for all the members, the general outermost electronic configuration will be Ns2Np3. Now let's start with point number 1, that is ionization energy. Size, that is atomic size of elements of group 15 is less than the atomic size of group 14 elements. So naturally the IP, that is ionization potential or ionization energy of group 15 element will be higher than group 14 elements. Reason? Because group 15 elements have a smaller atomic size. It means electrons are tightly held in the valence shell due to more force of attraction from the nucleus. But the important point here is that IP is much higher than corresponding element of group 14 or 4th A. Much higher, not higher simply, much higher. If it is higher, then it is due to atomic size. But here we have to explain why it is much higher than group 14 elements or group 4th A elements. There is a difference of only 1 unit between group 14 and group 15. So reason is very simple. It can be explained on the basis of electronic configuration. I have told you, I have explained you in class 11 that half-filled electronic configuration and full-filled electronic configuration are more stable than the other electronic configuration. If we talk about group 14 elements, that is carbon family, their general electronic configuration is Ns2Np2. In p subshell we are having 2 electrons. While if we talk about group 15 elements, then there are 3 electrons in the p subshell. What is the capacity of p subshell? P subshell can accommodate maximum of 6 electrons. And here there are 3 electrons. So here it is half filled. Half filled electronic configuration is more stable. So if we want to remove the electron from the atom which is having half filled electronic configuration, will require more amount of energy. If we compare the electronic configuration with carbon family, then their configuration is, outermost configuration is NH2 which is not half-filled, which is not stable. So here we are disturbing a stable electronic configuration which will be requiring more amount of energy. That's why it is stated here that their IP is much higher than corresponding elements of group 14 or 4th A. Now the next point, that is oxidation state. Again it is a part of redox reaction. Whenever we talk about group 14, group 15, group 16, group 17, these elements exhibit range of oxidation state. That is from minimum to maximum. The minimum oxidation state is given by group number -8, n -8. Here the group number is 5. 5 minus 8, it will be -3. And the maximum oxidation state is always equals to their group number. That is n. Here group number is 50, so maximum oxidation state will be +5. So there is a range from -3 to +5. So here we can say that OS ranges between -3 to +5, and nitrogen forms compound in all the oxidation state that we are getting between -3 to +5, like NH3. OS of N is -3 minimum. HNO3 OS for nitrogen +5 maximum, because it is the maximum OS. So NH3 can work as reducing agent, while here HNO3 here OS of N is maximum, so HNO3 can work as oxidizing agent. Now the next one, N2H4, it will be -2. NH2OS, that is -1. N2 it will be 0. N2O it will be +1. NO it will be +2. HNO2 will be +3. NO2 will be +4, and last one HNO3 will be +5. So N can form compounds in all the oxidation state. So remember the range for group 15 or 50, it is -3 to +5. -3 is minimum while +5 is maximum. Then about the hydrides, we know it very well that the valence shell contains 5 electrons. If we talk about the outermost electronic configuration for group 15 element or atom, there will be 5 electrons in the valence shell. For octet completion, these atoms require 3 more electrons. So they will share their 3 electrons with the 3 electrons of other atom, as a result of which they will complete their octet. Hydrogen is monovalent. It is having only 1 electron. So there will be requirement of 3 hydrogen atoms. So here we can say that hydrides for group 15 having general molecular formula as MS3. M here represents element of group 15. And these hydrides are covalent in nature because there is sharing of electron between hydrogen and nitrogen. Hydrogen is a non-matter, nitrogen, phosphorus, all these are non-matters. Clear? So hydrides will be covalent in nature. Then comes the structure. Here one lone pair of electron is there. 2 electrons are present in the form of lone pair of electrons. So this is your N. Hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen at the base of the pyramid. So structure of this hydride is pyramidal. NH3, this is called ammonia. PH3, this is called phosphine. ASH3 is called arsenic, and SbH3 is called styrene. If we talk about the bond angle between H and H, then the value of bond angle for ammonia NH3 is 107 degree. For PH3, bond angle value HPH bond angle 92 degree. ASH3 bond angle is 91 degree. Means we are talking about bond H, AS and H. It is 91 degree, and for SbH3 value of bond angle is 90 degree. It means we can say that as we move down in a group, then the bond angle for the hydrides decreases. For all, the structure will be pyramidal, but bond angle will be having different values. Now, what is the reason for decrease in the value of bond angle? The reason is very simple. If M here is nitrogen, then nitrogen is the third most electronegative element of the periodic table. Fluorine followed by oxygen followed by nitrogen. And you know it very well. What do we mean by electronegativity? The property to attract the shared pair of electron towards itself in a molecule is called electronegativity. So what nitrogen will do if M is N here, then we are talking about NH3. Due to its more electronegativity, this nitrogen will attract the shared pair of electron towards itself. The shared pair of electron from this bond towards itself and the shared pair of electron from this bond towards itself. As a result of which electron density will be increased over nitrogen atom, which will cause repulsion between the electron pair. So to minimize the repulsive interaction, bond angle value will increase. To minimize the repulsion between the electrons, the value of bond angle will increase. Now, as we move down, the electronegativity decreases. So there is no more increase in electron density around the central atom. So we are getting less value of bond angle. Now, next one is your thermal stability. Thermal stability means how much the hydrides are stable towards heat. Now, thermal stability depends on stability or bond strength of MH bond. If MH bond is strong, then thermal stability will be more. If MH bond is less, if the size of MH bond is less, then bond strength will be more. If bond length for MH bond is more, then bond strength will be less. We know it very well that nitrogen is the first atom or first element of this group. It means it is the atom with the minimum atomic size. So we can say that if here M is N, then value of bond length for NH bond will be minimum. So we can say NH bond is strong. As we move down in a group, atomic size increases. What happens? Due to increase in atomic size, value of bond length MH increases, which decreases force of attraction between central atom and hydrogen. So thermal stability will decrease. So what is the decreasing order of thermal stability? It is NH3, most stable hydride of this group, followed by PH3. Thermal stability of NH3 is more than PH3. It is more than ASH3, it is more than SPH3, it is more than BIH3. So here we can say that as we move down in a group, the thermal stability of hydride decreases. Reason is very simple. As we move down in a group, the value of bond length, that is MH bond, increases. Force of attraction decreases between M and H, which results in decrease in thermal stability. Now, next one is your reducing character. If a hydride can donate hydrogen easily, then its reducing character will be more. If a hydride cannot donate hydrogen easily, then its reducing character will be less. Donation of hydrogen depends on bond strength of MH. If bond strength is more, hydrogen cannot be donated easily. If bond strength is less, hydrogen can be donated easily. So here we can say that the bond strength for BiH bond is minimum. So hydrogen from BiH3 can be removed easily and it can be provided to any other substance. So here BiH3 will be having maximum reducing character. So if we talk about the hydrides for group 15, it is the strongest reducing agent, followed by SPH3, followed by ASH3, followed by PH3, followed by NH3. So NH3 is the hydride of this group with minimum reducing character due to highest bond strength between MH bond. Then the next point is boiling point. Boiling point of ammonia is more than pH3. See, boiling point is directly proportional to molar mass. So here molar mass of pH3 is more than NH3. So pH3 should have higher value of boiling point than NH3 because the molar mass of NH3 is less than pH3. But here it is opposite. Boiling point of NH3 is more than pH3. Or we can say NH3 is liquid at room temperature while pH3 is gas at a room temperature. What can be the reason? The reason is very simple. In ammonia, hydrogen bonding is present. In ammonia, NH3 molecules are associated via H bonding. Extra bonding is there between the molecules. So force of attraction between NH3 and NH3 molecules will be more. So this is the reason the presence of H bonding between the molecules of NH3 is responsible for more value of boiling point, or in other words we can say that NH3 is liquid while PH3 is a gas, although the molar mass of PH3 is more than NH3. Then comes hydride acts as a Lewis base. You know, there are 5 electrons in the outermost shell. 3 are involved in bond formation with hydrogen. Remaining 2 will form a lone pair of electron over the central atom, and if lone pair of electron is there, it can be donated to electron deficient species. The substance or the species which can donate electron pair are called Lewis base. So hydrides of group 15 acts as Lewis base due to presence of one lone pair of electrons over the central atom. So in NH3 there is one lone pair, in PH3 there is one lone pair over phosphorus, in ASH3 there is one lone pair over arsenic, in SPH3 there is one lone pair over antimony, and in BiH3 there is one lone pair over bismuth. Now, if we talk about the comparison of basic character, then NH3 is found to be most Lewis basic, while Lewis basic character of BiH3 is least among the hydrides of group 15. Reason is very simple. Lewis basic character depends on electron pair availability. See, in all cases we are having one lone pair, but the size of nitrogen atom is least here. So electron pair availability over nitrogen will be more. Size of Bi is maximum here. Size of Bi is maximum here with one lone pair. So electron pair availability or electron pair density will be less in Bi. Lewis basic character is directly proportional to electron pair availability or electron pair density. It is maximum in the case of nitrogen. So NH3 exhibit most Lewis basic character, while BiH3 here exhibit least Lewis basic character. This is all about group 15 elements. In next lecture, we will talk about some very important properties of group 16. That's all for today. Thank you and have a good day.